What are all these dots for? Well, polka dots are what our next artist does best, and boy does she make some cool stuff with dots. Yayoi Kusama is a contemporary Japanese artist who sometimes is called the Princess of Polka Dots. Although she makes lots of different types of art, paintings, sculptures, performances, installation, and even clothes, they all have one thing in common: dots. Yayoi started drawing and doing art at a very young age, much like you are, and knew early on in her life that she was meant to be an artist. Her family did not want her to paint, but Yayoi would often go outside in her beautiful Japanese village and draw. She was fascinated by the pebbles in the stream that looked like dots and would draw the plants she was surrounded by like small cells smushed together. You could say she started polka dots at a very young age. Look at this cool drawing she made of her mom at age 10. Yayoi Kusama tells the story of when she was a little girl. She had a kind of weird experience that sort of freaked her out. She was in a field of flowers when she imagined they all started talking to her. The heads of the flowers were like dots that went on as far as she could see, and she felt as if she were disappearing, or as she calls it, self-obliterating, into this field of endless dots. This weird experience influenced most of her work. By adding marks all over and dots to her paintings, drawings, objects, and clothes, she feels as if she is making them, and herself, melt into and become part of a bigger universe. She even said, "Our Earth is only one polka dot among millions of stars in the cosmos. Polka dots are a way to infinity. When we obliterate nature and our bodies with polka dots, we become part of that unity of our environment." She also creates environments of dots so that we can experience this feeling of self-obliteration ourselves. She calls these rooms her infinity rooms because they go on forever. She installs hundreds of lights into mirrored rooms, and then the pinpricks of light in the dark room reflect endlessly into the mirrors, making you feel like you're in space. The dots surround and engulf you. It's very hard to tell where you end up and where the rest of the room begins. Today we are going to make our own Yayoi Kusama inspired flower sculpture, and of course we will be using polka dots.